What's up guys, Dr. Greg here back with another episode of Braces Explained. I hope you guys are all doing awesome and staying safe during these times. I just finally got home after a long day of work and did all my laundry and all that stuff. I worked from 10 to 6:30 today and it's actually 10 o'clock right now. So I'm trying to get a video filmed for you guys so I can hopefully have it edited and ready for you by the weekend. So if this comes out on Saturday, that means I have accomplished my mission. I hope you guys all enjoyed my last video where I talked about different types of invisible braces. And I just realized that YouTube doesn't let me put polls in my videos anymore because I was curious how many of you guys had regular braces versus clear braces versus lingual or aligners. So if you guys can, just let me know in the comments of today's video what you have. Either braces, clear braces, aligners, or lingual braces. I'm kind of curious to see just kind of what the audience has so I know how to cater more of my videos for you guys. Today's video is a little bit different, and if you follow me on Instagram, I was posting about this during the week about how I travel between a few offices and what I take with me from office to office and what's in my regular daily bag. And I figured, instead of posting it on Instagram, I was gonna make a video really quick and kind of show you guys what an orthodontist that travels between offices kind of carries with them and what's in my bag. So a lot of orthodontists that travel between offices have their supplies provided to them at the offices. But I'm pretty particular, so I like to bring certain tools along with me that one office might not have. So I'm gonna show you some of those things that I keep in my bag, as well as some of the personal items that I bring with me to the office every day. So I don't just take this with me to the office, I take this with me pretty much everywhere I go. And this is my N95 mask. Nowadays we kind of have to wear these, but I really love this mask. And all the things that I mentioned in today's video, I'm gonna put a link or try to find a link and put it in the description of the video, just in case you guys like them and wanna get one for yourself. But I don't even know if I can find all the links to these things, but I'll try and put it in the description. But this mask is awesome. This is an Envo mask and it has reusable filters inside. And it's an N95 mask. And the reason I got this was because my previous N95 masks were like beating up my nose. Like if you guys saw in the previous videos, like my nose was all red. But this one has like a gel silica inside of it. And it's really, really comfortable. So I really love this thing, and I take this with me everywhere I go, like markets and stuff like that. It's pretty awesome. So for my personal things, I take this briefcase with me to the office. It's a Haan briefcase. It was one of my splurge purchases recently. It's a super sturdy bag and it has all the things I need in it for a day-to-day basis. So I love it. It's compact and it works really well. Well, the one thing that I have inside of here all the time that I don't have in here right now is my laptop, but that's because I'm filming this video for you guys, right? But I always have my MacBook Pro in here and I love that computer. I think it's like a perfect all-around computer. I got it in 2018 and I've been using it and it works awesome. And what I also carry on with me is my iPad Pro. And what I also carry in here is my iPad Pro. And I use this because I do a lot of like Kindle reading and listen to Audible books. So I use my iPad Pro during like breaks or if I need to like read up on an article, I use this. And what I also use this for is I take a screenshot of my patient schedule every day and I use my Apple Pencil and I kind of write down little notes about each patient, like whether I wrote their note down or what I'm expecting to do in that procedure, just little things that I jot down on here. And then I delete the photo at the end of every day because, patient confidentiality, I don't want my laptop or my iPad to be stolen and I have patient records on there. So I delete everything at the end of each day. But during the appointments, I kind of write down little notes. So then when I write my full note on the computer, I jot down everything so I don't miss anything, any conversations I had. I use my iPad and my Apple Pencil for that. In my little pocket is pretty much everything else. So staying on the topic of Apple, I swear to God, I think I have every Apple product except the big computer like the iMac or something like that. But an absolute must-have for anyone that's pre-health, any physician, anyone working in healthcare, you have to have an Apple Watch. I absolutely love this thing, and if you're a dentist or working with gloves all day, I highly, highly recommend it. This thing is my trusty dusty Apple Watch, and I use this pretty much every single day when I'm at work because, you can't be checking your phone and stuff like that. This, you get all the notifications you need, you get the up-to-date time so you can stay on track with all your patients so that you don't run behind. This is probably one of my best purchases when I got it years ago, and I've loved it ever since. And the cool thing is I've been using the same model since like 2015. So the thing is like I use it, I don't do anything crazy with it. I just use it for notifications and time and it works really, really well. And then my last little Apple plug that I have are my AirPods. I love these things. Like I was saying earlier, I listen to a lot of Audible. I listen to podcasts, I listen to books, I make phone calls, FaceTime meetings during my lunch breaks. So I use these so I don't have to carry around my phone everywhere. And when I first got my AirPods, I was like, this is silly, I'm not gonna ever use it. But I actually use it more than I am proud to say. So moving on to the other small pocket in here, I have my little antibacterial hand soap. Remember guys, you have to have at least 70% alcohol to be safe against the coronavirus. So make sure that you have the right amount. This one is 72. Wow, that's very particular. And this, and I get made fun of this from a lot of people, like, you really have a mouth spray? Yeah, I do. Deal with it. I love this because it keeps my breath fresh, and during the day, you know, you want that fresh mist. So definitely love this thing. Shout out to my buddy Dr. Chuck Carlson who got me onto these. I haven't stopped using them for the past couple of years, but they're awesome. Moving right along, I have my hard drive where I have all of my basically everything that I've ever done on a computer. I keep it on here so my laptop isn't like cluttered with all this random junk. I have all my like old videos, lectures, papers, things that I reference. I have it on here just so I can find it easier and don't waste space on my computer. I lied, back to the Apple stuff a little bit. Chargers, but everyone knows that you need these if you're working all day long, because you know your computer, your phone, your iPad, something's gonna die. And my USB-C plug. I use this to upload any photos that we take in the office using the SanDisk chip. Plug it into any HDMI if I have to do a presentation during a lunch break or anything like that. And it also has a bunch of USBs, like actually necessary if you have any of the newer model Macs, because we don't have USB anymore. So, and that's pretty much what I carry in my work bag every single day. And then now I'm gonna move on to a little bit more of the clinical things that I use on a daily basis. I always carry this around. It's my 40-ounce hydro flask. I found that it's really, really important to stay hydrated throughout the day. And if I don't carry one of these things around, I actually like never drink any water. So a few years ago, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get myself a hydro flask. And I did. Great idea, because now it kind of holds me accountable. Like I'll look at it, I'll shake it like, oh man, it's actually really full and I have to re-up on my water. So get one of these if you're not doing a good job maintaining your water levels. I don't have any water fountains or anything like that in the offices I work at. So this holds me accountable so I don't have to, waste plastic getting water bottles or just not get my minimum water intake in. So get a hydro flask if you are kind of on the lower end of the water intake. You'll definitely hit your required amount of water if you hold yourself accountable. All right, moving on to my work supplies. This right here is my loupes case. And if you guys are wondering what loupes are, they're basically magnification with a light on it. So I love these. These are my design for vision loupes. And basically what it does is it allows for me to see things more clearly and more zoomed in. I have 2.5 magnification, so this basically makes everything look 2.5 times bigger than they are. And as you might know, the mouth is a kind of dark area to work in. You can't see that well. So I actually have a light that's wireless that I could turn a little light on and I could see inside the mouths. I use this when I put my brackets on or take brackets off or reposition things, but it's really, really awesome. And it's so compact and light because that's literally my light. And these things are like paper thin. So awesome. They're from Designs for Vision for any of you dentists or surgeons out there. I really recommend these guys. By the way, nothing in this video is like sponsored. Everything is kind of just showing you what I have and the products that I use. Nothing has been sponsored or paid for to be advertised in this video. And now on to my nerdy kit. This thing is a fishing box and I love it so much. So I realize it's kind of hard to show you guys on my camera what's in here, but I'll put a photo of the inside just so you can kind of see how I organize it. But in here, I basically carry all the stuff that I don't have at every single office that I personally have like purchased and brought to the office. So for all you guys that have watched my videos before, I carry around some power chains that I love. These are like the best on the market. They're from Rocky Mountain Orthodontics and they last like for a really long time. So I really recommend any orthodontist that isn't using these to definitely invest in them. They are more pricey, but they work amazing and they'll last for like several weeks at a time. So you have a constant force delivered. In here, I have some spare wires, certain like arch wires that they don't carry at every office. Ones that are kind of custom to me, the ones that I like to use. So I have some of those carried in here. I'm kind of nerdy and I like to do some of my own like lab work. So, you know, if someone's retainer or something isn't fitting, I will actually like cut it and resolder it. This thing is a blowtorch, so you can actually torch parts of retainers and work on it. So in my training, I was taught a lot about how to make retainers. So I never send anything like back to the lab. I'm kind of like I said, I'm kind of crafty when it comes to that. So I will modify and fix my own retainers if they don't fit at the chair. Don't worry, I don't use a blowtorch or anything like that in someone's mouth. So rest assured, everybody is safe. No patients were harmed in the making of this video. And then I have a bunch of tools that I keep autoclaved that I take from office to office. So certain tools, like I said, that are custom to me, I keep them in here and I take them with me from office to office. Luckily, each office does have an autoclave. So whenever I use something in an office, I make sure that it's sterilized before I take it with me to another office. So then I'm always ready when I get to work just to keep trucking along and taking care of patients. So yeah, those are most of the things that I take. I'm not going to go into painful detail about everything in this box. If you want me to, I can, but I don't think that you would find that very helpful, but I think it's pretty cool just to see kind of what an orthodontist carries in their bag, carries on their travel kit, because we talk a lot about the technical stuff on this channel about, procedures and appliances, but we don't really talk about the day-to-day. I actually do want to film a video of like a day in the life. I think that'll be a lot of fun. If you guys are interested in seeing a day in the life of an orthodontist, let me know in the comments of today's video. If you enjoyed this, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please do. I really appreciate it. And all you that tell me that you share this with your friends, it means the world to me. This channel is kind of like a little passion project for mine. So whenever I see that it's growing and people are engaging, it's an absolute blast. So thank you all so much for, your loyalty and really supporting the channel. I do plan on releasing videos more often because now I kind of have a setup at my apartment so I can crank out these videos a little bit more quickly. So I'm aiming to do this every week, but we'll see what I can get done. But that is all I have for you guys on today's episode of Braces Explained. Be sure to stay safe out there, keep smiling, stay healthy, and I will catch you guys next time. For now, Dr. Greg, out.